Yeah. Anytime you're ready, Mr. YouTube Studio. Hey, there we go. What's going on? Oh, almost forgot the. All right. But yeah, what's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with another live stream for you guys. And just like the title says, we're going to be talking about this team heading into August, right? Now, we're going to talk about the trade deadline a little bit, what the Guardians did and what they honestly didn't do. And I see a lot of takes being thrown around the timeline right now. Some people say the Guardians didn't do enough. That's mainly actually been the biggest take. They didn't do enough. And what they did do wasn't good enough. Right? What's up, Lamar? What's up, Jacob? Yo, we need to beat Baltimore at home. Say at least a split and I'll be happy. At least a split and I'll be happy. But you guys are gonna love this though, right? So I was checking my YouTube out, watching some videos. I was actually watching some Alex Cobb highlights, believe it or not. And that dude's got some stuff, man. My God. Jeez. You got him coming to the Guardians pitching lab? Okay. As long as his shoulder and hip are fine. I mean, damn. And it's funny too. Someone actually mentioned this, I think, in another stream or something. Greg Albernaz and Kai Correa, they coached with the Giants. Let me see what Craig Albernaz's title was with the Giants. Because I don't think he had anything to do with the pitching, did he? Let me just look. Craig Albernaz. You always see him when they show Stephen Vogt in the dugout. He's always right there because he's the bench coach. I'm trying to see, was he involved with pitching? Bullpen. Oh, he's the bullpen and catching coach. Okay, so he really wasn't involved in the pitching aspect. Okay, I was gonna say because I wonder if him and or Kai Correa had any influence on the Guardians getting Alex Cobb because they probably have seen him pitch. And people are going to come out here and say, oh, he stinks. Just remember last year before he got hurt, uh, Alex Cobb was like, what, 1 or 2 pitches away from a freaking no hitter against the Reds of all teams? Like, son, he could have easily had a no hitter like last year around there. He's got the good stuff. Like, he is pretty underrated as a pitcher. And now you got him coming into the Guardians pitching lab? Okay, so yeah, Kai Correa was the Giants' bench coach and field instructor. So neither one of these guys really had any influence, I'm guessing, but they've seen him pitch, so maybe they, did a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and said, "Hey, we know a guy you could go after. Probably shouldn't be too expensive." Yeah, if they did have any influence, that might be a low key W. But Lane Thomas was a fantastic trade. Yeah, we give up, Alex Clemmy, but as we saw, you gotta give up good players to get good players. I'm just happy that they didn't really dig too deep into their farm system. Because, man, they could have easily unloaded Kyle Zardo or Chase DeLauder for somebody big. If they wanted to go big fish hunting, I mean big fish, like, Moby Dick sized. Of course, we already know the players they would have probably that would have qualified as a Moby Dick type acquisition. You know, I mean, Garrett Crochet, maybe Lou Bob. Mm-hmm. Although I wouldn't want to be given the White Sox, Cal Manzardo, or God forbid, Chase DeLauder. Damn. Imagine. Imagine the upheaval if that happened. God. Not only trading those two away, but to a rival? Yeah, fans would have the fans would have stormed the freaking front office building and they would have dragged Chris Antoinetti out by his feet. What, you wanted me to make a move? Not one, you freaking dunderhead. Because the objective is to, keep your farm system intact just in case injuries happen. You don't want to be scrounging the freaking depths of the freaking free agent market looking for replacements because you traded all your good ones away for a player who stinks. Now, the big thing is, what's our rotation going to look like? Because you got Alex Cobb, who I heard will be making, I think, one rehab start, and then he'll be joining the rotation. And then Matthew Boyd will be back soon. So, really, if we want to get crazy, rotation could easily be in the playoffs. Tanner Bybee, Gavin Williams, Ben Lively, and then Alex Cobb and Ben. I'm said Ben. No, Matthew Boyd. Of course, they could put Boyd in a pen and start Logan Allen or Tristan or something like that. I don't know. I don't want to think about those two starting a playoff game, especially in their current state. But man, you're starting two pitchers coming off major injuries. That's going to be interesting. Of course, it didn't really help that the teams that we were looking at trading with, they wanted the Earth. They wanted the moon, the stars, every planet in the solar system. They wanted an arm, a leg, your liver, freaking every bone in your damn body. They wanted your grandmother's favorite watch. They wanted that freaking earring that your freaking ninth grandmother, like whatever, freaking. They wanted that autographed baseball you got from Babe Ruth. They wanted everything. They wanted your damn soul. We're getting some damn good players in some of these trades. And the Guardians weren't going to give up Chase DeLauder or Cal Manzardo. In fact, let me go through their farm system. I'm going to talk about guys I would have traded out of their top 30 prospects. All right, so let's see here. Can we wait for it to load up? But yeah, our lineup I think is pretty much solid right now. The big thing is, as we get into September, when the rosters expand, who are we bringing up? I'm looking at our 40-man roster right now. In terms of pitchers, obviously Matthew Boyd will be brought up because he's injured. Hentges will be back. And then in terms of minor league pitchers, uh, the only one I can see logically is Logan Allen. And he's not even that good right now. He's still working on some things. It's crazy. I'm looking at our minor league pitchers on the 40-man roster, and they're all like I mean, Daniel Espino is hurt. He's out for at least another half a year at least. God, I really wanted to see him on the freaking mound. The dude could throw fireballs, but I don't know what he's gonna look like now. His shoulder might be freaking barbecue chicken at this point. That's sad. Like it's not even his arm; it's his shoulder. Man, Logan Allen, he's broken right now. Bieber, Tommy J, Matthew Boyd coming off Tommy J. And then Hentges, he'll be back. I do not want to see James Karinchak anywhere near this team at this point. Just let him fade away into the abyss because he is not good. Host, Sticky Tack Band, James Karinchak. might honestly be the worst pitcher I've ever seen. The dude could not locate for crap. My God, stinks. And then yeah, Trevor Stephan unfortunately missed the whole season, so he'll be back next year. That's what people forget. Trevor Stephan will be back next year, so that'll be fun. No pitchers on the 40 man. They're all up right now. And then infielders, Juan Brito deserves a chance, and of course Cal Manzardo. And if they add any outfielders, Valera deserves the most chance because he has no option years left. He's essentially gone if I think at the end of this year or something. He'll be like a minor league free agent, which sucks because we never got to see him. Like we're seeing John Kenzie Noel out here hitting absolute moonshots, and Valera could have been that same thing, but he just can't stay healthy. So I don't know what they're gonna do with him. I thought they would have traded him. If they're not gonna use him, trade him to a team that could use him. Give him a chance, right? I'm surprised they didn't trade him. They must like him, especially because he's healthy for now. Hopefully he stays healthy the rest of the year, and maybe they give him a chance. That'd be cool. But what else was I gonna look at? Oh yeah, the top prospects. So the players I would have traded if given the chance. Well, no. Here's who I would have. Well, I'm just gonna go through the top 30 and talk about if I would trade them or not. Chase DeLauder? Hell no. Cal Manzardo? No. Churrio? It would have depended on the guy we're getting. The only way, the only way I'm trading DeLauder, Manzardo, Jason Churrio, Alfie, Juan Brito would have been easy to get rid of because I mean we already got Travis Bazana coming up. There's limited space in the infield. And Georgia Valera, like I said, he's out of options. It's either he's up this year or he's done. Daniel Martinez, he's solid. Cantillo, well, we just saw what he can do. Apparently, he hates Kyle Schwarber. Now, I hope he never sees Kyle Schwarber again. That dude stole his lunch money and then beat him up. And then once Cantillo exited the game, everything else was fine. But in terms of our top 10, I'm only trading DeLauder, Manzardo, Churrio, Ralphie, those guys for like a top tier guy. It would have had to have been like a Bryce Harper level guy for me to trade DeLauder, Manzardo, or Churrio. Because that's how good they are. Right? And then Bazana will shoot right up to that top spot as well. By the way, Travis Bazana, first major league home run today was a grand slam. Yeah, he might be that guy. He's only been up for like what, a week, if that. But I like what I'm seeing. I really do. Keep it up. I want to see him in Akron by middle of August. And then he might get like a week in Columbus. And then hopefully start of September, boom, he gets the call when rosters expand or something. And then we see him for the rest of the year, at least, get some pinch hit opportunities in Cleveland. I don't know how they're going to do it. They usually take their time with the prospects. So we'll see. We might not see Travis until next year, which honestly, I'm fine with it. But usually teams will kind of speed run their top prospect through the minors to get them up quickly, especially like if it's a top 5 pick. I mean, look at Skeens. Although Skeens literally just debuted this year, but still. I'm excited to see Bazana on the freaking field. What's up, Daniel? But yeah, it's gonna be tough, man. I mean, we got 4 against Baltimore, starting tomorrow. Can't believe it's already August. My God. Then we got 3 against the D-backs, and then that's it for the homestand. Then we have an off day. Then we have 4 against the Twins. It was made a 4-game series with the makeup game from April 7th on the road. So you have that. Then you're back home to face the Cubs for 3. Then an off day. Then you got 3 against the Brewers. Then an off day. Then you got the Yankees for 3. Then the Rangers for 3 at home. The Yankee series, of course, on the road. Then you wrap up the month, of course, with that 3-gamer against Texas at home, a 4-gamer with another rain makeup from June, a 4-gamer against Kansas City. Then you have an off day, and then Pittsburgh comes to town to end the month of August and get into September. I do like how we have many more off days in this month than we had in June and July combined. And you know what's funny, guys? So I was just scrolling through my YouTube earlier, watching Alex Cobb highlights, watching some Lane Thomas just to see what we're getting, right? By the way, Lane Thomas, like I said, menace on the base paths. He has 28 stolen bases. Yeah. When he gets on base, I'm almost gonna be like, steal, 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 damn it, steal. He's a guy that you really he has the eternal green light when it comes to stealing because he's so good at it. He probably would have stolen that last game, but Jose hit a homer. So he didn't even need to. If I'm Lane, I'm like, man, I've shown these guys what I got in terms of stealing bases, but I'm not mad because Jose had a freaking nuke behind me and I got to just strut home. That's cool. Yeah. But yeah, August is going to be fun. A lot of content coming from the channel, of course. Browns starting up soon already. My God, preseason's already here. Training camp's underway, of course. I believe they'll be heading back to Berea this week, I think. Somewhere around there. Maybe next week, because next Tuesday is their first open practice session. So I believe like this weekend sometime they'll be heading back to Berea for their first like legit training camp sessions back at the home facility, which got a little renovation. I like what they did, but that's for another stream. So yeah, got the Diamondbacks, nice little 7-game homestand to start the month, and then of course that 4-game series against Minnesota. Isn't that crazy? We have the 4-gamer against Minnesota, and then another 4-gamer against Minnesota in September, and then that's it. Feels like it's been a long time since we faced them. Right? It's just like in July. We faced the damn Tigers every week, pretty much. The week before the All-Star break, the week after the All-Star break, and then 2 games just now. Like, God, every time I looked, I'm seeing that damn Old English D logo. I'm like, damn. And I do like how we finished off against them, right? We went 4-2 in our final 6 against them. Right? Now, what's really funny about that whole thing, right? The fact that, again, I was scrolling through my YouTube and I came across a video from another Guardians video maker. I'm not trying to start beef because for all I know, he's probably watching. Although I'm pretty sure he subscribed to me. I don't even know anymore. He used to be on in my chat a lot when I first started out. But he's gone on to do his own thing now. He kind of makes videos like I do. I came across the video from a few weeks ago. It was a rant video. This video took place the day after we lost 2-0, I believe, to the Rays. Like it was after the game, but it was also the day after Spencer Howard just got absolutely torched by the Tigers. We all remember how that went, right? Point, the Guardians, of course, took 2 of 3 from the White Sox to start the month, right? Good start. They win 2 of 3 against the Giants. And then they lose 3 of 4 to the Tigers. That deflated all momentum. The offense struggled to score. You know, we remember that, right? They won a game 9-8 against Kenta Maeda. They damn near blew it. That was tough. That was a tough time. Of course, I said that, you know, they were playing bad, as was a lot of teams that time. They were playing bad because they were exhausted. Again, they had one off day, which was July 1st, right? They had one off day. From June 17th, which was an off day, they played three against, they had home series against Seattle for three, Toronto for three, then they went on the road for Baltimore for three, Kansas City for four. Then they came back home for Chicago White Sox for three. And then they hosted the Giants for three. And then, of course, they went on the road to end the first half. No rain delays. So that means every day you're on the plane. If you're lucky, you know, if you're every 3 or 4 days, you're on that plane, right? That takes a lot out of you. One off day, right? Every team sucked those final 2 weeks. This dude freaking made a freaking rant video. Funniest thing ever, right? And the date that he made this video, the Guardians were still 4.5 up on the Twins. In first, we were 57-35. He was talking like we were like 10 games under. He's like, they're trash. Like, yeah, they stunk at the time, but so did everybody else. And since that video was made, and obviously he probably knows I'm talking about him. Again, I'm not really trying to start beef, but if in the event he wants to start something, I mean, I don't know why he'd want to start something. I'm just saying it was hilarious because look at where we are now. Huh? We split with the Tigers, right? We took 4 of 6 against them the final week or so. And we just came off essentially a 4 out of 5 stretch, beating the Phillies on the road and beating the Tigers on the road in 2 games. Essentially, what I'm just saying is, in the words of Aaron Rodgers, relax. I've said it many times. It's a 162 game season. There will be peaks and valleys. There will be times where this offense looks unbeatable. There will be times where this offense is anemic. You just got to fight through it. Right? It's not the end of the world. Like I said, we're still in first place. We were still in first place then. We still are now. Every team at that time was ass because they just wanted the break to get there. In fact, I guess it's still going right now, in fact. A lot of teams are still trying to get back in the groove. The funniest part was he made that. I bet you he did that video thinking he was going to go viral. Nope. Nope. And I will say this, you know, not a very good ranter, to be honest. Not a very good ranter. You want to know how to rant? Watch my guy Dashy. I know me and him don't really see eye to eye for the most part, but I will say, when he rants, it's gold. Yeah, when he rants, it is gold. Of course, the thing is though, he rants a lot. A lot. Like, one thing goes wrong, he blows his top. Me? I'm chill. You know you stink when I am pissed off at you. You mainly get pissed off at individual players, not the whole team. I mean, yeah, I understood that, you know, it was only July, right? Again, they just needed their break to get there. Oh, but Crazy Dog, they lost 2 of 3 to the Padres out of the break. Yeah, but look who they faced on the mound. Freaking Dylan Cease and Michael King. Yeah, they beat Matt Waldron. Yay. But again, they faced Dylan Cease and Michael King. What did those 2 dudes do after our series? Oh, I don't know. Dylan Cease threw a damn no-hitter, and Michael King absolutely cooked the O's. Yeah, I'd say they're pretty good. Mm-hmm. And of course, the Padres are actually a really, really good team. The Tigers, well, we all saw how that happened, right? Tarek Schoolball is definitely a Cy Young contender. We had 10 hits, we just couldn't score. Beat a bullpen game, and then I think we beat Jack Flaherty, and then we lost to a bullpen game. I love how that works, right? Then we go to Philly, win 2 out of 3, given the fact that we had 3 of our worst pitchers on the mound. Although it's been actually Ben Lively is not bad, but like the other two, especially a rookie making his first start, somehow won that game because the offense actually showed up. And the one loss was with Cookie Carrasco on the mound, right? And then we go to Detroit. Yeah, Jack Flaherty didn't start, but still, got to beat up on these bum ass pitchers that they had, and we did. So yeah, I still think the team kind of knew about a trade happening. They said, "Oh, we didn't know." I think they had a vibe about it. They probably caught wind of it because look at how they were playing. Like they knew something was happening. Like just the vibe of that team, those 2 games was different. Maybe they should have been making trades every day, like that. If they were going to do that, we could have went on a big ass winning streak every day. Just make a trade, even if it's small. Just make a trade, or just tell yourselves that you made a trade. Could have went on this big ass winning streak. But no, I'm just joking around. Oh man, but essentially all I'm just saying is it's a long season. Don't come out here acting like the sky is falling in the second week of July. Because you still have a long way to go. And look at us now, still in first place. In fact, I think our lead grew since then. Let me look. I mean, heading into August, where are we at? Let's see. Let's see where we're at. If it'll upload up, if it'll update here. But yeah, I'm not even trying to start nothing. I'm just saying. So yeah, 6 games up on the Twins and the Royals. They're tied right now. Say we were pretty good. The Tigers have all but fallen off the pace. They're 14 back now. It's actually pretty crazy because when that video was made, where were the Tigers at? Tigers were 13, so they didn't really gain any ground at all in that time frame. The Royals are the exact same spot where they were 2 weeks ago, and Minnesota, they've lost a game and a half. And think of all the games they easily could have lost too if their opponent was serious. But just figured I'd come on here for a little bit, talk about this team heading into August. Kind of sucks they don't have the waiver trade deadline anymore. They brought that back. It's always fun because, then you could go out and make a waiver trade. Actually, I told my guy JB Taylor this. I'd be like passing around that thing at lunch that you didn't want. Like if your mother gave you like a sandwich that you didn't want. You just go around, hey, do you want this? Who wants this sandwich? And then someone says, I want it. And then you kind of negotiate. That's what the waiver trade deadline was. Like when we got Jay Bruce and when we got Josh Donaldson, that's what it was like. Yep, that's what it was like. Nowadays, I think you could still do trades like a minor league trades and stuff. I'm not sure if you could do trades for DFA players still or not. Because I know there was quite a few players that were DFA'd recently that I think the Guardians could have an eye on. I don't think they would actually go after anybody because I mean, there's a reason they were DFA'd. Like I saw recently, Giovanni Gallegos was DFA'd. There was another reliever that was DFA'd. Romero from the Astros. Montero, Rafael Montero. Yeah, he was DFA'd. Probably to make room for the new guys that they're bringing in. But yeah, we'll see what roster moves the Guardians make over the next few weeks here to play up this roster because they still have a hole that they could definitely fill internally at shortstop. Because, like I've said, I do not want to see Brian Rocchio taking at bats in the playoffs. Like Michael Martinez, bro. I don't want to see that. No. Because at this point, you see him at the plate, it's like, okay, well, maybe he'll get lucky. But then half the time, he embarrasses himself by either striking out, grounding out, or flying out. Mostly striking out. Unless he runs into one like he did against the Tigers, and then he hits a home run, because he has a fast bat, but it's a noodle. It'd be like me swinging this fly swatter I have. Yeah, he swings the pool noodle. I mean, every once in a while he'll run into one. Everyone does. Yeah, just figured I'd come on here and talk a little bit about the post-trade deadline Guardians and what I think could happen. It's gonna be a fun month. But also that freaking rant video I saw, that's like, wow, just crazy how things have changed since then. It's obviously at the time, vibes were so low in this fan base. I'm surprised I didn't make a rant video like that. But then again, I've been kind of level-headed about this. I knew at that time like this team was wore out. They were just trying to get to the freaking All-Star break. And they've been pretty good since, honestly. I'll just get into August and somehow stay ahead in the division and get ready for the final month because that's gonna be fun. But yeah, I can't wait to see what Alex Cobb can do, and then of course Matthew Boyd as well. So it'll be fun. Now, as far as this weekend and streams go, I'll be streaming the Guardians tomorrow and maybe Friday. Honestly, I might take Friday off. Let me see the pitching matchups again. Let me see the pitching matchups. Because obviously on Friday we got the SmackDown. Oh, probably I could just put SmackDown on my TV. That's true. That's true. Let me see what things are looking like in the schedule in terms of time and if they're going to be on national TV. Because that's what I'll do. I'll just put SmackDown on my TV if they're playing on Bally's. Alrighty, so let me just look at our schedule real quick and then I'm heading out. I just thought that was hilarious, right? Making a rant video 2 weeks into the season into July. And then look at how we did after. Like I said, the message I'm just trying to move, pass along is chill out. It's like chill the hell out. It was only July. Now if we're in trouble when I'm ranting, because I've been pretty level-headed. Because I understand it's a long season and there's gonna be peaks, there's gonna be valleys. I wouldn't be shocked if the Guardians have another messy stretch like they had before. But then again, this team could easily have a stretch where they like win 9 in a row. You just don't know how things are gonna go. That's the beauty of it. All right, so they'll be on. Oh yeah, I'm not doing that Friday game. It's Carrasco. And then Bybee against Eflin. Ooh, I might stream that game. I think I'm going to. I will. I'm going to stream that game on August 4th. Yep. And of course, I will actually be. I'm okay. I'll be able to stream the game then, because I'll be actually coming home from Ohio on the 20th, because that's when the mini camp session I'm going to is. I'll be going up there on an off day, coming back, and I might be able to make it for that game. Make it back to stream the game against New York. I mean, not even stream the game because it depends on the pitching matchup. If it's freaking, well, by that time, Alex Cobb could be playing and Matthew Boyd could be playing. Ooh. It's kind of sucked that we're not going to, oh, we might see Cobb and Boyd versus Minnesota. It'd be cool if we had Alex Cobb pitching against Minnesota. That'd be cool, but I don't know. I'm not gonna treat Alex Cobb like I kind of treated Giolito last year. Because I mean, honestly, I thought Giolito was gonna absolutely cook everybody he faced, and that first start against Minnesota, that was ass. My God. The Twins literally welcomed Giolito back to the AL Central by beating his ass. Damn. Brother. Oh. All right. So, yeah, as far as this weekend goes for the O's series, I'll be streaming the Mars game, obviously. Lively versus somebody. And then Friday, no stream because it's Carrasco against Kramer. Saturday, they have not announced a starter. It's probably going to be Cantillo versus Suarez. But that is, of course, SummerSlam, which I will be streaming that. So yeah, a little break from Guardians streaming for a day. But then I'll be right back on Sunday for Tanner Bybee and Zach Eflin. Eflin should have been a Guardian, but man, looking at the package they got for him. Oh, they had to give up for him. Yeah, I understand it. Mm-hmm. I mean, in a perfect world, Randy Rosarena and Zach Eflin are Guardians right now. We should have had Randy Rosarena, but the Rays like the Mariners package more. Wish I could figure out who was in that package that we offered to Tampa. I mean, if it has anyone in the top 10 prospects, then I'd be like, okay, I understand it. But if it was like someone like Alex Clemmy and like a few other like middle to low tier prospects, I'd be like, wow, okay. Which is weird because usually us in Tampa, we be making moves. They're not afraid to make moves. Oakland, I can completely understand because they hate us. They hate our guts for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe Dolan said something bad about John Fisher. How John Fisher's ass, pretty much. Like he doesn't like it, doesn't care for his city. Like the Dolans clearly do. Yeah, the Dolans are cheap, but you can't question their loyalty. I mean, they're renovating the stadium, keeping it in tip top shape. They took away the damn ugly ass freaking containers in right field. Now you got conspiracy theorists saying we put freaking wind tunnels up there. Oh, that's the funniest conspiracy ever when it comes to baseball. The Guardians got wind tunnels at the top of their stadium. Yeah, where are they at? It's called wind. There's no wind tunnels. It's just air being able to flow through that little gap now. That's the funniest thing ever. But yeah, I cannot wait until Saturday. You know, of course, that game's on Fox, but it's not going to be a Bybee start, so I'm not really too mad about missing it. You know, honestly. But I'll be doing SummerSlam, so that'd be fun. Maybe Roman Reigns comes back. Someone on Twitter tried to say, "Oh, Roman Reigns is not coming back." It's like, bitch, if I stream SummerSlam and Roman Reigns isn't coming back, you know how many pissed people are going to be? Because they've been like building it up like he's going to be back. When is he going to come back then? Huh? Like, is he going to come back at Bad Blood? Huh? Which I think is later on in the month or something. You gonna have him coming back at Bad Blood or something? Like, nah, he's coming back Saturday. He's gonna come back. We'll know if he's coming back based off of the main event. If it's Cody versus Solo or whatever in the main event, then we know. Oh yeah, Roman's coming back. Oh yeah, I could see it for sure. I could see it like where Solo, when the bloodline kind of getting involved. They have the upper hand. They're beating on freaking Cody Rhodes. Maybe the ref takes a bump. He's out of the ring. Cody's getting his ass kicked. And the next thing you hear is Roman Reigns' theme. And then out comes Jimmy and Jey Uso. And then, yeah, all hell breaks loose. And everyone loses their collective minds. I don't know. It'll be fun. But that is going to wrap it up. Oh my god, what's up, Paulie? No, you rant a lot. JK, I think you need to always look for the spots in any roster. The Guardians have bright spots. There are wind tunnels in baseball. Most call them announcers. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's funny. Ha 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 ha. Because they're always talking and pushing air out their mouth. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's a good one. Ha ha ha. That's funny. Now, of course, I don't know if I mentioned this on here, but for the Arizona series, I will be streaming one or two games with JB Taylor. One will be on my channel, one will be on his, and then the third one is a Carrasco start, so I might not even stream that game because I am not subjecting myself to like 2 or 3 hours of Carrasco unless that's the return of Alex Cobb because they said he might be joining the rotation soon. If that's when he joins the rotation, that'd be awesome. Or he joins the rotation against Minnesota, against Bailey Ober. I don't know. We'll see. Because I think they said they're going to have like one more rehab start for him. I saw a little bit of highlights from his last one. He looked good. So something promising there. But that is going to wrap it up for this one, guys. And I will definitely see you guys tomorrow for Guardians and O's, starting a 4-game series. And hopefully Ben Lively shoves again because what I saw from him last time was actually damn good. He went against a formidable Philly offense and held them to 1 run. And of course, that 1 run came off the usual Ben Lively tater that he always gives up. He always throws a juicy tater ball every game. That was the only one he gave up. Pretty impressive. Not gonna lie. Right? That was pretty good stuff out of Ben. Need more of that though. Right? So I'm excited. So with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow. And let's all just take a second and pray that Ben Lively shoves again, because it'd be great to start off the month of August with a Ben Lively masterclass. But with that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night. And just like Paulie says, sleep well. And relax. We have half the golds that China has. Hope we do better in the Olympics. Yeah, I mean, we got a couple gold medals, I think, waiting for us in basketball and swimming and maybe a soccer gold, which would be cool. At least one, obviously, with the women's team, but we'll see about the men's team. Yeah, for us with the men's team, first time in a long time that they've made it to the knockout stage. I mean, heck, it's been what, 16 years since they made it this far in general, like made it to the Olympics in general in that sport. Something like that. It was crazy. I think it was like 2008 or something when they made it last, or even earlier than that. It's been a long time. Good to see that they're actually making the most of it. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go, guards. And I'm out. See you guys tomorrow for some guards ball.